All right, let's see who's on here. It's Terry with EatPlant-Based, and I don't see your faces yet. So I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to start popping on here. We're making ice cream today, vegan ice cream. And we're going to make the basic flavor of it, which is vanilla, and we're going to add some toppings. But I'm also going to tell you about some other flavors if you're more of a chocolate or a peanut butter, or I see some people coming on now, or fruit, then there are options for that too. So, hi guys, who's on here? I can see that you're on here. Say hey so we know who you are and maybe where you're from. Yeah, they're starting to pop on. Okay. Hi guys.
There's a delay, so I think
a delay? Okay. All right. There. Slow connection. That's me. It just gave me a notice that I have a slow connection.
Oh, maybe that's why.
That's not good. That hasn't happened before. At least I haven't seen that. It wasn't very big. It was a little notice at the bottom. There's Beth. Hi, Beth. Good to see you on here. Thank you. Evidently, there's a little bit of a delay or something going on. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. As long as we keep the connection, that's all that matters. So I think we got 5 people on right now. So 6. Okay. All right. You guys are coming on. Do you guys make ice cream? You that are already on here, have you made ice cream before? And if you have, what flavor do you like the best? We're doing vanilla today. We're going to top it with some vegan chocolate chips and some nuts. But you could do it with fruit too. Here they come. We got good many coming on now. So, okay.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Tell me about your ice cream experience. Who makes it? Who has never made it before? Let's see. Oh, Beth says she has never made it. And there's Diana from San Antonio, Texas. Hi, guys. You know what was so weird last week? One, if you saw the replay of last week's, or if you were with us, there was chaos going on. I'm not going to kid you guys. It was crazy. Everything that could go wrong was going wrong. Hi, Bonnie. Bonnie's back. She's from Landrum. Drenda's with us. I mean, she's not in her normal spot in my coffee cubbyhole thing. What's the name for that coffee?
We're going to call it a nook.
Nook. I like Nook. Yes. But you hear her? This is Drenda on the phone. She can't be with us today. So she is on the phone, which is so helpful because she lets me know all kinds of stuff. And she can join in the conversation. Hi, Rose. And Diane. Oh, yeah, Diana. Okay. Oh, you're doing the ice cream. Yeah. Diane, are you the one? Okay, you haven't made it either, and that's why you suggested it. I was going to say, are you the one that suggested it? So, yeah, you know, it's so weird when you suggested it, and then at least one other person, if not 2, jumped on and said, ice cream is a good idea. And the whole time I was thinking, it's winter time, y'all. But you know what? Since that was 2 weeks ago, it's springtime because we're in March and there are things blooming. I live in Western North Carolina and there are flowers, daffodils, and I call it a tulip tree, but I've been told it is a saucer magnolia tree that is pink and gorgeous, and it's starting to pop out everywhere. So it feels like spring now, and it's great. And today, I wouldn't be surprised. Drenda, is it like 70 degrees or real close? Maybe? It's warm.
I think it says 67, but it still seems warmer than that outside.
It's crazy because, I mean, I just came in from walking the dogs, and so it was crazy warm. I've still got sweat on me. It was warm. I was thinking, man, it's hot. So, or hot for normal. Normally I've got a jacket on, but yeah. But I did throw on some makeup for you guys. Normally I live in the country, really seriously in the country, and so you know, I'm just clean faced most all the time. My family that lives around here can tell you, because you don't get many visitors out here, especially surprise ones. So I actually put some lipstick on for y'all, and I'm feeling, you know, a little bit fresher now, except for I'm still overheated from the walk. But this is going to be great for a refreshing snack or dessert anytime. I mean, I truly do eat it year round because Drenda's son, one of her sons, and his family lives next door, and they love the chocolate peanut butter version. My husband does too. And so a lot of times on Sunday afternoons, they will come over, doesn't matter what the temperature is, and we will eat ice cream, and they love it. And they're not even plant-based, so that's saying a lot. They call it Sunday Fun Day because they come over here and just, you know, eat and enjoy. And so, but yeah, I do eat it year round, but I'm kind of surprised, Diane, that you suggested it and then other people jumped on, because I thought I was the weirdo for doing that year round, but evidently we're all weirdos. But yeah, so we're going to do the basic variety of nice cream today, just because, you know, it'll give you a good foundation, especially if you haven't made it before. Like Diane said, she hasn't made it before. And so if you haven't, this will show you the simplest form of it. And then you can do add-ins if you want to. Ginger, if you don't care, will you put that link up it's the one that says nice cream. I sent her the links ahead of time. And the one she's going to send you, because we've got chocolate, peanut butter, we've got vanilla, we've got fruity. Oh, we've got mango lime variety too. So instead of having her put up 4 different ones, I did what you call a roundup, I don't know, a couple of years ago, and put them all in one post. So she's putting up a link that will take you to all of the flavors of the nice cream that I have. So this is the basic one. On that link, it's called vanilla. And then you'll see the others that you can try as well. The only real difference, well, you know, chocolate, we're going to use frozen bananas, and the chocolate variety also starts with frozen bananas. Actually, so does the mango. Well, no, mango doesn't. Mango is mango and lime, so it doesn't. But fruity includes banana. So this is going to be the basic, and then you add more if you want it. So, Diane says, why not? The grocery stores sell year round. You're right. That's true. They do sell ice cream year round, and they sell the bananas that we need. Okay, so let's talk about bananas for just a second. Oops. Because that's the main ingredient in this. That's why you can make it in your blender. It's so easy. Bananas, even when they freeze, they still aren't ice cube hard. But so what I do to make sure that I always have what we need to make nice cream on hand is the grocery stores around here, and I'm assuming they must do it where you guys are too. They will set a bag of, with, you know, the white ones with the little handles usually, or sometimes they're brown bags with the handles, and they'll put 12 or 15 bananas. I call them ugly bananas. They put the ugly bananas in those bags, and then they sell them here for $1.99 for, you know, 15 bananas, which is great. And there's nothing wrong with them other than they're either overripe, but I found that that's not even really the case. They're usually just bruised or something, or they, you know, they're not bright and yellow without spots, kind of a thing. So they just want to get rid of them because they're visually unappealing. And I grab those bags up and bring them home. I look at them because, like I said, most of the time they're not selling them quickly because they're overripe. And when you are making the ice cream, you want them to be very ripe, because the riper they are, the sweeter your ice cream is going to be. So I leave them out on my counter for just, you know, a few days, just depending on how far along they are. And then when they're like peak sweetness, then I peel them and I put them in a freezer bag. Actually, see? And I have 3 of these, and the other 2 are full in my freezer. I've heard people say, I can't believe this. Shelby, or Brenda, y'all, I call her Shelbo. She's my sister, so it's hard for me to call her Brenda. Do you freeze yours whole, or do you break them up?
I do the same thing you do. I freeze them whole.
Do you?
I have one in one of those long thin Tupperware things, though, because my fridge has that drawer.
Oh,
but yeah.
Good deal, good deal. I've heard some people, I honestly can't picture this. I've heard heard people say they freeze them with the peelings on. I can't imagine that. I don't really know. If some of you freeze them with the peelings on, I would love to know the reason for that. I'm not sure what the reason would be. That seems really hard to me when you need to use them. The peeling will be sticking to them, but I've heard people say that. And then some people tell me instead of putting them whole in the bag like this, they will peel them, but they break them up into small pieces, and that's fine too. The reason that I don't do that is because I can gauge. I look at food and measurements and figure out how much something is. And like for this recipe, it's 3 frozen bananas. And if they're broke into pieces, I have a hard time gauging what's 3 bananas because there's so many different pieces in there. So I leave them whole. Now, when I am going to put them in my blender, then I break them up into pieces. Only because it makes it easier. You don't have to, but it does make it easier for them to spin a little bit. Like I said, bananas don't get like rock hard when they are frozen. So they're still going to blend, and you don't have to have a high-powered blender. I have a Vitamix. People ask me all the time, it's a 52. Do you mind putting that one up, Shelba?
Yeah,
it's a 5200 series, but there's all kinds of series. You don't have to have a powerful one because, you know, bananas just aren't that hard. So let's see what you got on there. Okay, Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Cindy King says, good afternoon. Glad you guys are on here. Now, we're getting ready to make the nice cream. Before we do, I want to tell you what prizes we're giving away. And I'll go ahead and give one of them away. So we're giving 3 prizes away today. The first one is going to be a digital product. It is the 30 minutes. It's however many, 10 cooking demos. And of course the recipes on PDFs so that you can download them and print them out if you want to. So 10 cooking demos of 30-minute or less recipes. So this is a digital product. So even if you are overseas, I can send this one to you. The physical products, we can't mail them overseas. But for this one, anybody who wants it, let's go ahead and give it away. So there's other things that are included, and I put this thing together so long ago, I can't remember. Just lots of helpful things, about 30-minute or less recipes. Some are main dishes, some are side dishes, even maybe some desserts. I can't remember what all are on here. So, oh, thank you, Cindy. Cindy loves the lives. Thank you. We love doing them, especially when things are going well. Hi, Marla from Iowa. Okay. All right. Marla Brundles. Oh, yeah. I remember your name. Marla, if you want it, you got it, sister. We'll give it to you. So, I think I probably...
Is that the video mini-series? I was going to post the link to it.
Oh, yes, it is. Thank you for doing that. I didn't even think about it. Jenda's going to put up, if you want to order it, I have them on my website. It's $15 for the video mini-series. This is one. There are 3 of them. 30-minute or less is one. Sandwiches and wraps is one. And then there's another one that I just recently marked the price down on it. I think it's $49. Don't hold me to it because I can't remember. But it is a plant-based nutrition basics and how to get started, things like that. It's longer. And it does have some recipe demos, but it also is really more instructional. So those are available. She's putting the link up. And you're welcome, Marla. I hope that you'll enjoy it. You can just private message me, and I will send it over to you, and hopefully it'll be really, really helpful. If you guys have been following the Facebook page, Sunday, or I had it scheduled, so I can't remember, but over the weekend, the recipe that's on the front is the Yes You, from the Physicians Committee, really. It's the Yes You Can chili, and so you can make that in 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes tops. And so it's on there, and there's a demo of me making it. So I've actually made it on a live before. I think I did it for something.
Yeah, you did.
I did. Okay.
I'll put that recipe up too if they want.
Oh, thank you.
That's a great one.
Yeah, it is a great one. I'll never forget. Like I said, it's a Physicians Committee recipe, and my sister Brenda was helping me sometimes when I taught at the Cancer Center. Did you go to the Heart Center too, or just the Cancer Center?
I did both.
Oh,
yeah.
you did both? I can't even remember, guys, because I haven't taught a live class since 2020. We were in the middle of a cancer series at the Cancer Center in South Carolina when COVID hit in March, and we had done 2 classes of 4. We met once a week. And then COVID hit. We had to finish the last 2 classes online. And so since then, the website took off, and that's what takes up all my time now. So even though they've asked me to come back and teach, I just am not able to for time reasons. So I'm a licensed Food for Life instructor with the Physicians Committee. Those are the classes that I taught. And I am still an instructor, and I hope at some point I may get to go in and teach like a one and done kind of a class, but time restrictions now, things have just gone whoop because you guys are so awesome and you are making everything grow, and I appreciate that so much. You know what's crazy? We were talking about, speaking of growing, and last week's flub ups. Jen wasn't here last week. She had all of her family in, and I was left to myself, which is always a scary thing. But everything went wrong. We had and I did turn the volume off of my phone. I film with my phone, and last week it was ringing and ringing and ringing. I was afraid to touch it because if you touch it during a live, then a lot of times you just leave the show. It's gone. So we sat, and then we had people show up. It was just crazy, and I was thinking, oh man, all my fears came true at one time. Have you guys watched the replay of that? There's 9.2 or 4. I think it's 9.2 thousand views of last live, which was 2 weeks ago, because of, I'm sure it has to be because of all of the bloopers that went wrong on it, because that's the most we've ever had. Normally, what do we get? Maybe views later, we have gotten up to 7 something. Yeah, I think our one up to that point had been like 7 point something thousand, but normally it's more like less than 3,000, somewhere around it, or sometimes a little more. I don't know, but 9.2 thousand, and I told her later it has to be because everything was going wrong, and I was just barely holding it together. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about the bloopers because evidently bloopers are the thing that people want to see. So, okay, I lost my train of thought, Jenna. What was I saying?
Okay, that's okay, because Sid's on today.
Oh, Sid, I love you, girl. I'm so glad Sid is on. She's the author of The Plan A Diet. Sid, I didn't know you were going to be on here, and I wasn't planning to give away one of your books. But is that okay? Sid lets us give away one of her books. She actually provides the book and the shipping for a winner. Oh, she would love for us to. That's so awesome. I love Sid. Thank you, Sid. We will do that. I'm going to have to go in a minute and grab it so that you can see it. I'll tell you what.
I'll post it too.
Okay, Brenda's going to post it, but her book is awesome, and it's a faith-based, plant-based getting started book, and she has the scripture and all the encouragement that you need on there, in there, and I love it, and so don't let me forget to do that, okay? We will give one away at the end. How about that? That way, we can get everything done, and this recipe is going to be so quick, so that's not going to be a big thing at all, as long as nobody comes. All right, so we've given away the video series, and now we're giving away 4 prizes instead of 3 because Sid is so gracious with that. And when she sends your book, it will have a message from her on it, which I think is awesome. Hi, there's Beth from We Celebrate Eating Plants. Awesome. And she's from Tulsa. Oh yeah, congratulations on all the views. Who knew? But it did make me relax with these lives a little bit because, it gets crazy, and evidently y'all like it when it's crazy, so that's great. BT, Mark Campbell. Now, I know you've been on here a lot of times, and you say you're from Marion, and I think we've had this discussion before. It's North Carolina. You're just like less than an hour and a half away from me then if you're in Marion. All right, Cindy, she bought Sid's book after we talked about it on here. It's so good. Hey, okay, I'm going to go get it, guys. Hold on just a second. Hold on. I'll be right back. It's just right here in my office. Hold on. Talk to him, Brenda. I'm writing a Marley. Maybe. I told you that I'm writing. I think she thinks that somebody's here because she hears your voice, Drenda. I'm not sure. So I told you that I'm writing a cookbook, and so I have all of these books on this little table behind my thing because I'm trying to look, to decide what the front's going to look like and, all acknowledgments and all that. We still don't have a literary agent yet or a publishing company, and we're still, honestly, Brenda and I are working on the recipes still, but most of it's written. We've just got to, it's going to have 100 plus recipes in it, so we'll keep you posted on how that's going. But if any of you know literary agents for cookbooks, send them our way. We need them. Okay, so Sid's book. I can't find it, but it's awesome. And so she's so gracious to give those away. Okay. BT, my daughter invited you to our potluck a few months back. Oh, really? Okay. I get a number of invitations, and Marion, probably. I think that's been like quite a bit of time, maybe ago. I'm not sure, but I wish I could do the potlucks, and I still haven't even gotten back to the hospital's potluck that I used to teach at yet. They started a plant-based group based out of the hospital, which is amazing, and I haven't gotten back there yet either. So I've got to do better. Okay. Terry Moses. Oh, she has her Plan A book. I'm so glad. I know it makes Sid so happy when she sees that. See, Sid, everybody loved your book. Okay. Don't let me forget to give that away because that's important. All right, let's go ahead and start this real quick. And let me see. Oh, sorry. You're going to need, she put the link up where you can see all of them, but you're going to need 3 frozen bananas. And yes, they do have to be frozen. I've had people say, do they have to be frozen? Yes, otherwise it's not ice cream, it's a milkshake. So 3 frozen medium to large bananas, 1 tablespoon of plant milk. It can be, I'm using, I gotta get it, almond milk. I'm using almond milk, and but you could use soy milk or cashew milk, any kind of plant milk that you want. So you're going to be using, I know that's a lot more than a tablespoon, but I just got plenty in case. Yes, Bonnie, they are still meeting. They're called the Veg Edge, which I love that name. Lori Boyd was the medical person that started it, and she has since retired, but she is still part of the group. I think she still leads it. I'm not sure. But I know she's still part of it. But yeah, if you look up the Veg Edge, Spartanburg, South Carolina, that is the one that was started at the hospital and still meets at the hospital. I think they're still meeting in Gibbs Cancer Center, Spartanburg, not Greenville, auditorium. All right, so.
And BT said that her daughter that invited us, I included myself to eat, is a primary care, lifestyle primary care doctor.
Okay. I think I do remember that. Cool. Yeah, that is very cool. I absolutely love seeing the healthcare providers that are getting, interested in it, especially enough to get people meeting and doing potlucks and things, because that's key for support and also for getting great recipes and things like that. So that's good. There's Chris. He says, hi, Diane. Off to cook something. Oh, I think he means you, Drenda. Off to cook something warm. Tomato and garlic, couscous, silken tofu, and chickpeas. Okay, so he's in the UK, guys, so I'm sure it's really cold. I think it's England, and so I'm sure nice cream is probably not what he's looking at right now. So he is a character, and I love that he tunes in. Okay, so I said that, and the only other ingredient in this basic one, except for whatever toppings that you want to add, is a teaspoon of vanilla. So let's get it started, guys, and we'll keep talking too. So, as I mentioned, get the really ripe bananas, freeze them, have them on hand for whenever you want to make nice cream. You can break them up, you can make them, break them or leave them whole. I leave them whole. If you're just tuning in, I leave them whole so I'll know how many bananas I'm putting in here. But then I break them as I put them in. And so, and you can tell that, I just realized something. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. You can still see. I told you I walked the dogs, and I've been in the woods, and I'm the only one getting these germs, so I apologize. Hang on just a second. But yeah, and I also got mushy banana on my hand just now too. So that was that 2 or was that 3? Were you looking?
I don't know. I lost count.
Does anybody know if that was 2 or 3?
I was really concerned about your hands at that point.
I'm
so
sorry. I think it was 2. Let's say it was 2, and then we'll go.
I'm thinking it was 2. Hey, Rose said ideas for next time. Ideas for soy curls and seitan.
Oh, okay.
3. They're counting for us. Yay! Thanks, lady.
Okay. So now it's 4. Are y'all saying now it's 4? Because I just put another one in
4.
there.
Yeah.
Well.
It was 3. Everybody said 3.
Yeah. I get distracted so easy. Well, so your blender won't be this full. I tell you what, I'm going to eat this honestly when we're done, but I won't eat the whole thing. I'll make plenty for my husband too. So now that I have 4 in here, that is not what okay, I'm going to put this last one. I'm just going to go ahead. If I'm making 2, I'm making enough for both of us. And that's starting to get squishy again. Dadgummit. So.
That can bring us to a good question. Does it freeze well after you make it? Can you freeze it again and save it for later?
I have. If you do that, if you make it and then freeze it, it gets harder, and you can scoop it. You can actually scoop it. Like we're going to make it now, it's going to be more like soft serve. And that can even depend on how much milk you put in it, but it'll be more like soft serve. So you can scoop it if you want to freeze it later. So that's great. For my husband today, I'm probably just going to put it in a bowl and put it in the freezer. And then because it's not going to be scooped, I don't know. I was going to say I might set it out for just a few minutes right before he's going to eat it, so it won't be, you're not digging into it with that spoon. But yeah, you can freeze it after you make it. You sure can. All right, so it's supposed to be 3 bananas. We're up to 5 now. That wasn't the plan.
And Bonnie said we could just take a couple out.
Yeah, but we're too far in it, Bonnie. Now we're gonna keep going. All right, so you need if you had 3 bananas, you would need a teaspoon of your vanilla extract. So that's about 1, and we did more, so that's about 2, and I like vanilla, so there we go. Actually, I do like vanilla. Okay, so it really just depends. You can put, I love vanilla, especially with ice cream, so I'm putting more. It calls for a teaspoon, but if you love that taste, that flavor, then add more. And then a tablespoon of plant milk. I've got almond milk, and I have more bananas, so we're going to go, and I don't want it to be too soft because I just don't. And that was everything. Okay, so that's all we're doing, guys. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's for reals. Hold on. Okay, it's going to get loud for just a second. All right, so plug up your ears. Honestly, I'm not going to blend it anymore, even when we're off the live. I'm just going to show you the texture of it. All right, so I'm going to put some in a bowl. See, I don't know what you can see. Let's see. Can you? Yeah, you can see my bowl. All right, so yes, you can, but you want to see it like that? That's pretty cool, huh? All right, so I'm going to put it in here. And then, like I said, you want it to be scoopable. Put it in your freezer. Of course, put it in a container and put it in your freezer. And then I'm going to show you what I do.
All right, you got a couple of questions. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pamela wants to know, can you add berries and add more almond milk at this point?
You definitely can. You know what? That sounds like you're going, that would be actually delicious. I mean, you could do strawberries or you could do blueberries. I think that would be great flavor. I have a fruity version of this. Well, I've got this. I'm going to go ahead and start putting toppings on it. I'm going to put some pecans. And so with it, I think it's like one banana. And then I buy those bags of tropical fruit or peaches with pineapple. And usually there's strawberries in there too. And so these are pecans, guys. They're crushed up. I'm just going to put a few on there. And then... and I blend those together, and I call that the fruity version of nice cream. These are walnuts, so I'm just going to put a few on there too. And so it's delicious, but you really can do any of that. You could do it with mangoes, you could do it with peaches, you could do it with just anything that you like. But yeah, and you know, my husband normally isn't a huge banana fan. Like he doesn't, I snack on them like crazy, but he doesn't. And, but he loves nice cream, so go figure. Hang on, I'm getting a tickle in my throat. But he loves nice cream, and like I said, when Coda and Sarah come over, they want the chocolate, they want the peanut butter. So we do this, what I just made, but I also toss in cocoa powder and a tablespoon or two, depending on how, we make a bunch. Of peanut butter, and then we top it with, you know, these toppings, which is the nuts. And okay, so before I cut these so you can see, this is just the brand that I'm familiar with. Enjoy Life. I don't make anything from them. This is not a commercial for them, but they are. I'm sorry, guys. Here we go. These are vegan, gluten-free, nut-free, all the frees. So, my grocery store carries them. I don't know if Walmart carries them. I kind of don't, I hadn't looked for them there, to be honest. I'd be surprised if Walmart carries them. Pamela's saying PB2 would be great instead of the full-fat peanut butter. That's always a great option. Terry says, made your hash brown recipe and that cheese sauce. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. That's one of my favorites. Of course, the cheese sauce, but then the hash brown casserole is awesome. Thank you. I'm glad that you liked it. Okay, so you found these, at Target. That's good to know. And Mike says he didn't see them at Walmart. Yeah, I was kind of thinking it might not be at Walmart. They're more of a specialty item, but Ingles.
I think they have something else. I've bought something there before that's vegan. It's not that brand, but it's a different one.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Hey, while you've got your Vitamix out, Diane wanted to know if you had any tips for getting sticky things out from under the blades. You want to share your magic trick?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll be surprised if you, do you know that with the Vitamix, okay, I'm going to let me just show you something. I feel like I'm Vitamix commercial. Hey, let me put these on here. Give me just a second, and then we're going to switch gears. Okay, so these are the chocolate chips, and I'm going to sprinkle them. They're nut-free, and like I said, all that. I'm going to taste of this, and then, oh, yeah, see, I didn't want that many. Oh, yeah, I didn't. Go ahead. Okay, so, yum. You guys see? It's absolutely delicious. And you know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of snow cream is what it makes me think of. Because it has that vanilla flavor. It's delicious. And if you don't want to put nuts and stuff on it, you could top this with strawberries and blueberries and things like that. It'd be delicious. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator so it won't melt before. Here. Okay, so, all right, Vitamix. I have two different canisters for my Vitamix. I have this tall one that we just use for making the nice cream, and it's still got stuff in it. So it's the tall one. It's the one that comes with it. And then I got this one because it acts more like the bottom of it is, this one's great for smoothies, I use this most for my cheese sauce, all that kind of stuff. The way that it's shaped, it does the vortex thing, it pulls things down, it's great for that. This one I use to make my oat flour, and it's more of a, because of the way the blades are on it, it's more of a food processor kind of a chop to it than that. So, but yeah, so if you use mine all the time. And the blades, what she's talking about, trying to get underneath these blades to get them cleaned. Actually, this one's easier. It's the other one because of the narrow bottom that's harder. I put a drop of dish liquid in there and some warm water, and then I take it for a spin. I let it spin, and it really does depend on what you've made in it. If it's something really sticky, it may, you're still going to have to get underneath there. But as far as cleaning it, if you put the dish liquid in there, just a drop, because it will foam up like crazy, and warm water, and then spin it, then it cleans your blades pretty well. And as far as getting things out, I know you're talking about for washing it, but getting things out from those blades when you just need to empty it, I use one of these little spatulas that can get down in there, but that's not going to clean it, obviously. But yeah, between doing the dish liquid and then just, taking a rag down there and getting as far down as I can, it seems to do the trick. But my biggest problem with the canisters are that they're hard to keep clean. I mean, you wash them and everything. Like today, they say don't scrub them, but they stain and they don't. Especially when I was teaching classes, I didn't want them to look ugly or dirty when I took them into class. So I do scrub mine a little bit. There's this stuff. I have some pots that you have to use this special. It's not an abrasive, but it's very mild abrasive, and I did it. Sometimes to that, I don't think you're supposed to. So I'm not advising you to do that on your Vitamix canisters, because they probably say that's bad. But I do it just because I don't want it to look ugly and dirty. So, but yeah, that's how I do it with the dish liquid. Bonnie, I love my Vitamix. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Cindy King, she was wondering if you ever make your own vanilla.
I have not made my own vanilla. I have been the recipient of somebody who has made their vanilla before, and it was awesome. Do you make your own, Cindy? And I noticed that the underside moisture stays there. Is she talking about the Vitamix? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, it does. I poke a towel down in there and dry it the best that I can to get the moisture out. And that's another thing. When I store it, I never store it. Like I have 2 canisters, and this one gets used the least. And you can tell it's the newest. It looks clean. I haven't had to scrub it. And so for sitting out on my counter, I put the pretty one that gets used the least. And so I store this one in the thing. But when I store it, because it gets used all the time, at least every day, I use my Vitamix, I don't put the lid back on it to store it because of that moisture that you're talking about. I don't want it to get trapped down in there with an airtight, or maybe it's not airtight, but it's pretty tight, lid on there. So I leave the lid kind of cocked. It's a pretty tall cabinet in there, so I kind of cock the lid over just a little bit so I make sure it doesn't go plump and seal that moisture in there, because you're right, it will. It definitely will. Okay, what else was somebody going to say? And then I'm going to give away something.
In the bottom where it's sealed.
Yeah.
But you also have to give away Sid's book.
Yeah, I've got a number of things.
Tell me again that they want it, because I've scrolled too far down.
Okay, so Sid's book that I can't find, even though I went to get it, and we're also going to give away How Not to Die and a t-shirt. So Sid's book is the Plan A Diet, and I wish so much that it was in my hand so I could show you, because it's got a beautiful cover, and it's plant-based, and it's based on the scriptures, biblical scriptures, and it is so encouraging. And Sid, I hope she's still on here. She said we can give one away, and she will mail it directly to you. But you do have to be in the States, but she will mail it directly to you with a personal message, signed copy in it. So, because she is just awesome like that. So who wants the Plan A Diet book? Is that Sandra saying me, please? Is that she wants?
Yeah.
Okay. Sandra Crawford Brown, you just got the Plan A Diet book. Oh man, Bonnie says she wants it too. Okay. Well, I tell you what. Yeah. Okay. So you remind me, Bonnie, next time about that, and I will make sure that we get one to you. Okay? Because I'm thinking this isn't the first time that you've said you wanted that book and didn't get it. So I'm feeling a little bit like we need to get you one of those books. So we will
Okay,
get you one.
Note, so we won't
Okay,
forget.
thank you.
Sis said give two away.
Sid did? Oh, I see it. Sid, thank you. Somebody's loving it. Was that you loving it? Okay, Sid, you are so generous. Thank you, Bonnie. Sid is going to mail you an autographed and personal message copy of it. Thank you, Sid. I know she's in South Carolina because she's not far from me, so that's awesome. And Bonnie reminded me, Bonnie that just won the second one, that she was in my classes. Bonnie, I can't remember which ones you told me, the Heart Center or the Cancer Center or somewhere. I taught in Asheville, North Carolina, and I taught in Spartanburg and Greenville, South Carolina, but I can't remember which ones you were in. Bonnie was actually in my classes, so that is so nice, and that would have been years ago, and she's still following along. I absolutely love that. And speaking of following along, and we are going to give these away, guys, if you want to help and be a part of everything that we're doing and not miss anything, subscribe to the website. Brenda, would you put that one up?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
We send out emails on Sunday, Wednesdays, and Fridays with all of the latest. Oh, and I need to tell you the stuff that's coming up. Oh, my goodness. And you'll get all of this as it's rolling off of the press, as you want to say. Let's see. So Brenda just gave me 3 brand new recipes that she has come up with and photographed, and she's fixing to do the 4th one. So she's got, these are going to be, I haven't actually got them set up on the website yet, but she has got one for poultry seasoning. And I know poultry seasoning sounds strange, guys, but it doesn't have poultry in it. It's usually used to season poultry, but it's great in soups and stews and so many beans. It's great in beans. Think of it more like a bouillon kind of a seasoning blend. But she has a new poultry seasoning that I'm going to get that one up. My plan is to get that one up this week. So anybody who's subscribed, you're going to get that first. She has mason jar soups coming up, 3 different varieties. 2 she's already gotten to me, and 1 more is coming. One of them actually is going to be for the cookbook though. So, we're going to hold one of them back, but the other 2 are mason jar soups. You make them, you can do it ahead of time, put them in the jars, and then she has been bringing them to me as she's creating them and tweaking them. So I've gotten to try 2 of them, and they are amazing. Everything is in the jar. You put 2 cups of water when you're ready to use it. I stored it in the refrigerator. When you're ready to use it, put 2 cups of water, heat it in the microwave. I've forgotten how many minutes, but then it's done and you're ready to eat, and they are stinking good. She has like outdone herself with that. So I can't wait for you guys to be able to experience that. So she's got those coming. I've got a number of them coming. I've got a ranch dry seasoning that you can put on anything, and see if you can make dressing with it or whatever. But I have so many of them coming up. I've got a black bean dip, a different black bean dip that's coming out, a different queso. So you got a number of things going on, and you don't want to miss any of it. And it's really hard because I'm doing like a little online class too. So we've got so many things going on, and writing the cookbook and doing everything. So it's busy. So don't miss anything. Subscribe to the website. And as you're trying the recipes, if you're loving them, please go to the recipe on the website and give it 5 stars. Recipe card's down at the bottom. And leave a comment. Let us know what you're thinking. That just helps grow us so much. And that's the website. And then we've got this community on Facebook. Like and follow. I didn't say the S word, did I? I didn't say it. So we're not supposed to say the S word. I'm not talking about cursing. We're not supposed to say SHARE because for some reason it makes the videos, it kind of limits. I don't know what it does. It's algorithm stuff. So, but anyway, yeah, sprinkling water. We say sprinkling water. If you could sprinkle in water stuff on our page, it helps grow our community and get so many people on here. And I absolutely love it. Trina says it sounds interesting. I bet she's talking about the mason jar soups. They are awesome. Marlene says, oh, I need that in my life. That's awesome. Yes, I do too. She did so good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give away a t-shirt. You can buy these on the website if you want them. They're $15, but it's Eat Plant-Based, Let Food Be Thy Medicine, and they are awesome. And even like if it's still cool, see how Jen just showed me, you can put the shirts underneath and still wear them. Even now, wear them all year round. We have them in small, medium, large, and extra large. Who wants the t-shirt? Okay. You help me, Drenda. Oh, Terry says she sprinkles. Yes, on sprinkling and watering. Thank you. And Terry says yes. Terry, are you saying yes, please, to the t-shirt? Do you want a t-shirt?
She wants the shirt.
Okay, Terry.
Yeah.
Yay, congratulations. Good deal. And thank you for sprinkling and watering. And yes, I tell you, just private message me what size that you want and your mailing address, and I will get it out in the mail to you this week. And so the last thing we're going to give away, how are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing great. Last week we're going to give away is How Not to Die. This is not the cookbook. This is the actual book by Dr. Michael Greger. I happen to have some of these because I used to have a book table when I was teaching at the hospitals. And this was one of the books. And so I have some of these in stock and I like to give them away. And so, okay, hold on. I'm losing my place. Okay. Bonnie. Okay, Bonnie, you want, okay. Oh, I tell you what, Bonnie. Oh, that was Bonnie Darby. Okay, Bonnie Inman was the one that we're giving away the Sid's book to. So Bonnie Darby wants the How Not to Die. Did I get that right, guys? Bonnie Inman wants the Plan A diet, and Bonnie Darby wants the How Not to Die. I think I got that right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Send me your, this thing is big. It's like an encyclopedia. Send me your mailing address and I will get this out. The books take longer, at least they might not from Sid. Sid, if you don't know this, that's you have to know this. You're an author. But when I'm mailing out these books, they're going to take longer to get to you, a few more days than, say, a t-shirt or something, because I send the media mail, which is much less expensive, like sometimes half the price. Especially with one like this. And so it takes a few more days, but that's fine. You still get it and it doesn't take weeks or anything. So they move a little bit slower, but I will send that out media mail to you. And you guys are saying so much stuff. It's going by so fast. I can't even,
Bonnie Inman wants to know if she should send her address to you or to Sid.
Do you know how to get in touch with Sid? Do you know it'd be great if you already had Sid's information. You could do that. If you don't, you can send it to me and then I will forward it to her. But if you have her info, by all means, send it directly to her. That would be great because I'm just the middleman. Bonnie's the one not Bonnie, but Sid's the one that is so gracious to mail out her books.
Sid's got a live coming up at, I guess, 2.
She
so
does?
Anybody that leaves here and has a little bit of time,
good
you
deal.
go over there and see what Sid's up to. You get to actually talk to her.
Yes, Sid, what are you going to be doing on your live? Are you going to be making something?
She had to take off already.
Oh, did she?
Sent a message and let us know.
All right, so you guys head over to Sid Notter's page at 2 East. Was it Eastern Standard Time? I'm guessing. I'm trying to think where she said
it's at the top of the hour.
Okay.
So 12 minutes.
Yeah, head over there and see. Thank you, Terry's telling me that she had to leave for the live. So head over there and see what she's going on. She's either probably interviewing somebody or making something. So that's awesome. And okay, Bonnie says, no, I can message her on Facebook. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Message her. And then if you have any trouble, Bonnie, then you can let me know. I have her email. But yeah, you should be able to do that with no problem at all. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Did I forget anything? I don't know. Oh wait, let me look at
I mentioned the seitan and the soy curls next time.
You
That's
did.
You can do this time?
The soy curls would be no problem. Seitan, you have to make it and bake it like bread. So were we going to do just recipes that you could use with them and talk about them? Is that what she was saying? I didn't get to see her message. Do you know?
I don't know. If you're still on here, let us know what you're thinking. I'm not sure. Okay. She just wanted ideas for how to use it. So
okay. Yeah, absolutely. If you said you made a note. So we will talk about ways. I'm trying to think about, We will definitely either include that. I don't know. I had mozzarella cheese down as the recipe that we might be making for the demo. That's what I had planned to do, but we can switch it up, or we can do the mozzarella cheese demo and then talk about, seitan and about soy curls. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Soy curls, there's nothing to it. We can just talk about recipes and the best ways to prep it and things like that. And then seitan just give you some ideas on, how I use it and great ways to do that. So, but yeah, I think that's a good idea.
She's got, that's what she's looking for, I think.
Recipes.
And
Okay.
Diane said you could make the seitan and then pull it out already made to show it.
Yeah. Okay.
Valley wants to know if you have an Italian dressing, which is not the creamy kind, more like the oil kind.
I don't have an Italian one. We got the 3-2-1 one. I don't know if you're familiar with it or not. It's actually Dr. Esselson's. It's the tangy. It's balsamic vinegar and Dijon mustard and maple syrup. So it's not Italian and it's not clear. You know what?
Where can I find that?
If you look up, I think it just says oil-free salad dressing.
Okay.
There's the one. It's a darker color one. But you know what? If you didn't want it to be dark, if you wanted it to be lighter color and just have that tangy flavor, instead of using the regular dark balsamic vinegar, you could use white balsamic vinegar, and then it would be clear, or except for the coloring that you get from the Dijon mustard. So, but yeah, that's a good option.
I'm going to put some up here that they can pull if they want, and see if that'll help.
Thank you. Yeah, I like a good tangy dressing too. So I think that one would be, and so simple, and you can tweak it, because it's only 3 ingredients. And so if you wanted a little sweeter, add a little more maple syrup, or do a little bit less. If you're not crazy, I don't think can taste the Dijon mustard much, but if you don't want to use much, then use, it's a tablespoon, I think, of Dijon mustard, and so, or maybe 2. I never follow. I just make, I told you guys, I eyeball things. So, okay. Terry says she sent her address for the t-shirt. Thank you. That's good. All right, guys. I think that's everything. Unless anybody has anything else you want to, sounds like I'm getting choked, to ask real quick. I think we're done. The next live will be the 19th. Of course, it'll be a Tuesday. We always do them on Tuesday. It'll be 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm thinking we'll make mozzarella cheese because it's really simple. And it looks like we're going to be talking about seitan and barbecue. Oh my goodness. Soy curls. I don't know why I'm choking, but I am. Okay. I have hot tea, guys. And I'm trying to do that. So, all right. I am so glad you all tuned in. Thank you for being part of this. We couldn't do any of this without you guys. Everything is because you are coming, you're following, you're sticking with us, you're trying the recipes, you're just being a part of the group. And I love the way that you are. So, Tina says she can't wait for the cheese. It's one of my favorites, and it's way easy. It's made with cashews. It's really simple. So, hope that this was helpful, and I hope that, if you didn't get to see the whole thing, you can watch the replay. It pops up right when we're done. Any questions that you asked that we haven't answered or that you ask after it's over, I try to get on later on today and answer any questions. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for being here and being a part of it. Don't forget to mark your calendars for the 19th when we'll be back, and we will see you then. You guys take care. Bye. I gotta hit the button.